Watching CBS 2 News.
Folks in England had their fun in a different sort of contest, the World Beard and Mustache Championship. Take a look at these guys. Men from around the world showed off their facial hair creations, some of which took several hours to style. Organizers say the aim of the competition is to encourage and celebrate standards of excellence in the growth, design, and presentation of facial hair. Now that's commitment.
It's the best recipes in the world.
Devonshire is one of my favorite places in the world. It looks like England is supposed to look, with green rolling hills plunging to rough cold water beaches, narrow country roads, and quaint villages with whimsical architecture. Not only that, Devon is where some of the best British food comes from.
It's the so-called English Riviera, and the French would kill for lush hills like this.
Edinburgh Castle dominates the city skyline. The castle dates back to the 12th century, but the extinct volcano it rests on is millions of years old. Mother Nature created the ideal castle fortress here with steep cliffs to keep enemies out and plenty of underground to keep them in.
Wales is the place to be for adventure sports like whitewater rafting. A-OK.
The 230 square miles of the Pembrokeshire Coast National Park is the adventure mecca of Wales. Outdoor enthusiasts can explore the headlands on foot, bicycle, or pony treks, or take to the sea for sailing, kayaking, surfing, and coast steering.
This is the New York Living Travel Report.
Another place of pilgrimage for Beatles fans is the Beatles Story Museum on historic Albert Dock, where the lives and times of the group that spawned Beatlemania is chronicled. So popular, it's set to double in size in January when new exhibition areas will open, along with improved visitor facilities. All of this comes in time for Liverpool's big celebration next year, when it assumes the designation as European Capital of Culture for 2008.
I've been invited to the home of Rob Rees, one of the top chefs in the Cotswolds, who's famous for his modern take on traditional English fare. By the time I arrive, prep has begun on the main course, jugged hare, which is essentially a wild rabbit stewed in its own blood.
This is the Market Cross, the very heart of Edinburgh. Everything happened here. This area, perhaps more than any other part of Edinburgh, is rife with ghost stories, horror stories and legends, and people wonder why that is. And largely it's because you're standing on the remains of what was once a graveyard. They dug up all the bodies in the 1800s and they dumped them unceremoniously in Greyfriars.
From CBS News, this is The Early Show.
As they say, here's mud in your eye, and ears, and nose. But you just pray not in your snorkel.
Go! That's a tremendous timing. It's not the world record, it's 1:51.